New Deal food relief programs were used to offload farm surpluses and maintain farm incomes. School kitchens received considerable food aid. School aid homogenized the American diet and continued after the war. The war in Europe meant shipping food and other products to Britain and later other Allied countries. The U.S. went from depression to boom. That included a rise in wages with a parallel increase in food consumption. Gasoline and most consumer goods were rationed during the war. With more spending money available, Americans ate more food. Rationing certain foods came later. Farm productivity increased some 50% during the war. Coca-Cola was a big winner as the main supplier of sodas for the military. That encouraged sales in the U.S. and wherever Americans were stationed. This resulted in Coke being available across the world. Franklin Roosevelt's decision to ship goods to England based on lend-lease increased American output, put the U.S. on a near-war footing, and strategically expanded the ability to move goods to the Old World during wartime. That included the transition from peace to war products like weapons and increased food shipments to foreign countries. It was up to the American merchant marine to supply Britain with war materials before the U.S. entered the war. That included increased building of cargo ships with growing demand for Liberty ships. Strategies were developed to minimize the sinking of ships through convoys to stop U-boat attacks. The Navy expanded its fleet to protect shipping lanes. U.S. shipbuilding increased during the early war years for both military and civilian needs. The U.S. Maritime Commission developed the Emergency Shipbuilding Program in late 1940 to build simple cargo ships in large numbers, developing mass production techniques. Roosevelt announced the Emergency Shipbuilding Program early in 1941. New shipyards were constructed on both coasts and the Gulf of Mexico. During the war, nearly 6,000 ships were built. The British designed the Liberty ship, then the U.S. adapted the basic design for simple, quick construction and first launched that version in 1941. American shipbuilding increased under Henry Kaiser using mass production techniques. The Liberty ships used a standard design with prefabricated parts and subassemblies. Construction used welding rather than the usual riveting. The average construction time was 45 days, with the new one launched every 4 days. Kaiser's shipyards produced almost 1,500 ships by the end of the war. Liberty ships were versatile and could be used to carry fuel for ships, vehicles, or aircraft, as hospital ships, even to transport prisoners of war. The U.S. entered World War II after the U.S. Navy was attacked by Japan at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, sinking the battleship Arizona and badly damaging the other ships in the harbor. The aircraft carriers were not in port. Franklin Roosevelt delivered his famous Day of Infamy speech on the following day. Why did Japan attack America? Next time on Food History and Mystery.